Test, test. Test, test. Hello and welcome everyone to this live stream about Drone Swarm. I hope you hear me alright, and welcome to Tokyo Game Show. So, yep, here we are. I'm going to show off one of our latest builds for Drone Swarm, which goes beyond what can be experienced in the demo, so I can show you a little bit more than what you saw before and show you how the game progresses, how it evolves over time. And yeah, if you're curious, please let me know any questions you have. I will try to answer them as much as I can. I'm here in the awesome Düsseldorf, Germany. So yeah, here we go, I would say. So here we're in the main menu, and one of my still favorite features is the ability to just disturb the swarm with the cursor, you know. I really like that gimmick. Obviously it's just a gimmick, but still, it's really nice. Please remember that every single drone we have here on the screen, there's 32,000 of them, so there's quite a bit, but every single one is simulated individually. So if you look closely, like, you see whenever you move the cursor that they're reacting individually, they're moving, they're doing their thing, and together form this feeling of a powerful swarm. It's mix us between fish and insects, and yeah, obviously also inspired by a lot of cool movies like Ender's Game, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Trek, and the forth. So yeah, I would say let's jump right into gameplay and have some fun. So we're now on the galaxy map. I played a little bit already, so we are here at the end of chapter 1, or close to the end of chapter 1. This is the area that you can experience in the demo. We're progressing a little bit further now, so I can show you some things. Upgrades wise, we have now 1 skill point available, so we can check out what can be done. We can either, I mean, we got already the cannonball, so the cannonball ability and the ensnare ability both work out. We can now get the railgun and the immovable, so the walls wouldn't dissipate fast, or the railgun, which is a very cool ability that I'll just get now and show you in game. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, let's jump in and have some fun again. Again, let me know if you hear me alright.
It's this rogue
Because yeah, just making sure that you can understand everything. Ooh, the rogue AI. So there's 3 factions in Drone Swarm. Ooh. There are 3 factions in Drone Swarm. The Devore, the Dashan, and the rogue AI. Let's build up a couple of walls just to be protected, but you see, I mean, this might protect me, and I couldn't even go as crazy as this, you know? Like, protect me from all sides, I don't care. But look at this. 24,000 drones are now committed to defense, and they have a mere 8,000 to do anything else, which would be quite insufficient, I would say. I mean, I can do some significant damage still. This is definitely a tactic, like some turtling, so to say, but it makes the let's say the fight quite tedious. So instead, I will break down the walls and use more and more drones to attack. So you see, the base mechanic is very simple to explain. You have paths, like attack path, defense path. You can switch them here, right? Oh, ooh, a wall buster. They just disabled like half of my drones. What the heck? Okay, let's build up a wall. Maybe ensnare. That's another cool ability, that if they run into this wall, they will be caught in there. The wall buster is really getting on my nerves. Let's try to get rid of him. There you go, it's gone. And now let's go here, destroy this one. Oh no, I lost. This was indeed fast. Well, yeah, that's this bad boy over here really took it out of me. I just was not careful enough. So, okay, here we are back at the old dilemma of let's say development builds, right? So it can happen that something is not working as expected, but you know, that's the honor of getting to see the very latest build. So yeah, that's the trade-off. Sorry about that. So let's do the same thing again, just this time actually win it. And yeah, check it out. Again, so we have the Vor, the Shan, and the Rogue AI as the three main factions. The Rogue AI is actually a very weird one, because it's basically an AI, you never get to talk to them, they simply try to get as much materials as possible to replicate more and more of themselves. Or not replicate is maybe the wrong word. They build together ships out of any tech they can find. Oh, that one I missed. So with right click I can just cancel any order I've given. Really, you survive. And the length of the path matters a lot. The longer the path, the more drones are committed to the path, and thus the more damage you do. So it pays not to be frantic. Like, this is gonna be 4,000 each, that's about 4,000 in damage. This is a 10,000 one though. So yeah, cannonball. We can try that one out and get rid of this guy, so he doesn't get to nuke us with his laser. He has shields, so I'm just demonstrating this really quick. Going onto the shield pretty much disables all my drones, right? See that? That is obviously not great for my drones, and especially my attack not going through at all. So let's charge it up, get rid of it again. See, that he was already charging the laser. So we need to find the gap, which is in the rear. So let's do it this way.
System cleared.
Fortunately, he's very fragile.
Of course. Why would I not want to? Never mind.
So then jumping is super cool. So it's 11 days since we left Earth. We have a new skill point. No, we don't, but we will soon. And we received an upgrade that we can get in the future once we receive the new skill point. Then let's go to elevation.
Captain, this transporter belongs to the other alien species we met, the Dashan. Their ship seems to be stranded, so let's hope they don't feel threatened when we jump in for our scans.
Okay, so there is some Dashan transporter here. Let's jump in and see what's going on.
And stopped. We've got incoming, Captain.
Ooh,
It's
there
a
is asteroid coming in. We need to be careful about those.
According to my data, the Dashan were part of the Boer Empire at some point, but rebelled against them. The Dashan are also known for their ruthlessness.
I don't care about these ones. Let's
They seem to have produced
so the asteroids we need to be careful about, because if they hit the Argo, that's pretty bad for us. The good thing is, we can even use, if you just nudge them a bit, we can use them to build the asteroid wall around us, which protects us from other asteroids, so that's pretty decent tactic there. Ooh, okay, Interceptor. Assault shields, so he has the front shields that we already encountered before. And now let's see. Okay, they have a wall buster, so I would say let's get 2 walls here. If one is busted, I mean they didn't form yet, but if one is busted, it doesn't give the other ships a chance to penetrate. So let's see how we position ourselves. I would say this way here. Look at this, what we're going to do with them. Bam! Here you go. Now only this one is left. So I just wanted to show why I wasn't attacking him like this before. Because then the drones move there and hit his shield, right? So instead we want to make them go from the side, you know, so they actually arc in nicely and deal a crazy amount of damage. So yeah, this is how you deal with him. This was a very nice intro mission on this type of enemy, because obviously once you kill the smaller damaging vessels, you can get rid of him in quite a calm, because the blue torpedo, everything is color coded, you see. Blue torpedo is only there to disable stuff, you know, like the drones, like any systems, ships, whatnot, right? Whereas the red stuff, that is the one you have to be careful about. In combination, they're really bad, but if you just have a one blue missile firing ship left, that's not a big deal. 6-4 frigates, so that's quite a bit. We got access to a new skill, but we still have no skill point, so I would say we just move on. So here we are at difficulty 2 rated encounter.
Sensors are picking up Dashan merchants and a Vor fleet, Captain. By now I'm pretty sure they're going to drag us into their fight again. So there's no point in trying to contact them.
Okay, so here are a couple of local hazards that we can use and also should be careful about. There's some Dashan. Let's get over. Well, they're actually also, yeah, so they get out. Okay, let's get a wall up. This is a disabling gas cloud. You see, the ship is disabled, weapons are disabled regularly while in this cloud. And this is a damaging cloud that explodes from time to time. Oh, a mine layer. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. How do we deal with those? I would say let's go here. Okay, we're going through the gas cloud, which isn't great, but only a part of the drones are disabled, so it's not that big of an issue. For the mine layer, usually you can ensnare stuff, right? But especially the mine layer will not be ensnared, because you simply laser mine that disables the drones and goes through. So this is one of the early counters. Oh, great. Thank you. That's why you keep them alive for longer. I can actually show how this works out. Let them be pushed in there. They're going in and the gas cloud triggers, and that's that, right?
More incoming. Watch out.
So now we need to be careful. Usually the second or third wave, those are really the nasty ones. So there's another mine layer guy. Ooh, a wall buster too. Now that one we should take out fairly fast, because otherwise it's gonna be a pain. Here you go, the big cruisers being wrecked by the gas cloud. That's nice. So drone swarm is all about countering your tactics and you needing to be efficient about the dispatch, so to say, of any enemy vessel there. Oh, come on. Because, I mean, right now, I mean, you have to understand, I'm quite good at this game, obviously being part of the development team and whatnot. I played it a lot. But you have to understand that it's about challenge and making you also fail from time to time. Like, so you've developed new strategies and new tactics on how to approach it. Like, for instance, a typical pattern we see a lot in various playthroughs is that initially people go like crazy with a very short path on top of a ship, tack, 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 tack. And then suddenly there is enemies where this just doesn't work anymore, that have EMP blasts, that have shields there, that have also something like an avoidance system where they turn on their thrusters really harshly, like the afterburners, and just scoop away before your attack swarm arrives. So it's about countering whatever tactic we can think of with various enemy types. So you have to rethink, how do I approach this encounter, and basically, yeah, how do I win it ultimately? So especially some of the side missions are quite challenging. I mean, we are doing regular playtests and such to make sure that the balancing gets to a nice shape. Oh, when I was reading, talking over the setup here. So this is more like a puzzly kind of situation. Let's jump in. There's a couple of platforms, weapon platforms, that are in that sense repairing each other. See, you modified speed and yeah, that's a global effect, and they're being repaired. So if I start attacking this one, for instance, it's very fast regenerating its health. So let's unleash the entire swarm, which still does barely a dent into it. Maybe I can burst it! So yeah, the repair is quite annoying, but if we look closely, we see one very important thing. Every platform is repairing its lower neighbor. That means this one is not being repaired. So let's just take this one out instead. I mean, why do I use so many swarms here? Just because it looks darn cool. Look at this, I mean. You can even try to hit them twice with the same swarm. This way you are super efficient about it. Okay.
Wasn't much left anyways. Let's complete our scans and leave.
That's what we shall do.
The signal they sent before their demise?
This one? A set of coordinates. I'll mark it on the map.
Okay, seems like we got another set of coordinates that we can take care of. Days. So we're 2 weeks out from Earth, searching New Earth in the process. Haven't found it yet. This one is threat level 3. We have even an M-class system, so damage is increased here, and we got a new skill point. So let's take it. Again, railgun is the one I want to go for, and I will show it to you right away in the game. So there's a lot of upgrades in the game, and you will get more and more abilities for the swarm, also upgrades for the Argo, equipping weapons to the Argo support systems and so on. So there is quite a nice progression there that gives you ever more tools. It gives ever more tools to destroy the enemy and ultimately be creative about solutions, right? So I can show you the ray gun. Ray gun goes like similar like the cannonball in charging up, right? I mean, that's the charge ability of the attack though. And then you can just... And I mean, it takes a lot of time to charge up and everything because the drones have to travel there. Thus, for a single ship, it's usually not that, let's say, efficient. But if you hit more than one, that is interesting.
The ship is entirely surrounded by shields.
Entirely? How the heck should we go about this?
Maybe it gets damaged enough.
Maybe the ray gun gets through. Let's see. No, not at all. Not a dent. Ooh! He just collided with one of his own, so that is maybe the way to go. Ooh, yeah, that worked nicely. Nice. So, some collision damage. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
I really don't need to fight another one of those. Ever. Again.
So Aiden, the guy who just spoke, he is actually within the swarm. He, that's also why you have this weird reverb in his voice. He's talking psionically to you, being the captain, and he's also his brother. So he transferred his soul into the drone to take over one drone as, so to say, owner. And so did likewise, in the introduction it was shown, likewise 32,000 humans overall, 32,000 psionics overall, transferred their soul to take over the swarm as a whole. That also means that it also means you are the key person who can control the swarm as a whole, because you just talk to your brother very much. You have a very strong connection that makes you quite suitable to the job, which is also how you got got to be the captain on the Argo, right? Because I mean, it's still humanity's last hope for survival. See, the asterisk just punched through. And here you can actually see very nicely how every single drone is simulated. It's doing a nice thing, and the wall is slowly regenerating. Later there's even an upgrade for you to regenerate it a lot faster. So let's... Here you go. That's the opportunity I was going for. You see, oh, that did put a dent in. I'm down to 22,000 drones just because... Whoa, that wasn't a powerful push. No, I missed. Okay, we need to survive here for a certain amount of time. These mining ships are more tough than they look because they also repair themselves while mining. Whoa, rogue guy, really? Really? I need to get out of here.
say it was worth the trouble.
Let's get out of here. As usual, let me know if you have any questions so I can answer them to the best of my knowledge. Spaceband field, our first Argo upgrade. We can install the spaceband field that will allow us to slow down any enemy in the close vicinity of the Argo. That makes the Argo like a trap, if you want, or like a local hazard, if you will. So yeah, this is one way to go. And now I would say show you a little bit a later state of the game where yeah, we are farther progressed, because I have here a save game with 32 days already, so that's quite substantially later. Let's check that out and see what the game later will bring. I just also didn't want to spoil the end of chapter 1, so let's instead go here. So where are we here? This is chapter 1, right, where we have just been playing. It's chapter 2, and now we're chapter 3, and there's chapter 4, and so on. So it's quite an amount of content. We have 8 chapters in total, so we have a very decent playtime, about 10 hours I would guess is it in the end on average. So yeah, there's quite some things to do. What upgrades do we have? Just so we have a little bit of an overview, we have the spaceband field still in here, with the pulse laser that we can also get, and the meta manipulation and so on. So attack curve focus is something we didn't get yet, but we got the orb of power, and we got the we got this one. This one is great. Railgun swarm pool outpost. This is really cool stuff. So I would say let's just go for it. A total of 16 swarm abilities await you, like different swarm abilities. Plus upgrades for individual ones, like longer lifetime for walls or whatnot, right?
Very nice of him, I know. Oh no, we did not do the heavy lifting for you guys to show up and steal it.
Defragmentator. Or Defragmentator. He is highly resilient and priority target. Why is he a priority target though? I guess we don't wanna find out. So let's get the asteroids out of the way. And as you might have just seen, we can now get 20,000 drones on a single path. That also means we are being battered. I'm now down to the pacing of the previous chapters. And yeah, well, this is a different kind of pacing. So yeah, we need to be careful. We need to be very careful. Let's maybe make a small loop attack here, so we can get rid of this healer unit. See, that's the loop attack. For that one, we could, also just push him in. Works only if he doesn't hit the shields, right? So let's go here, attack on this front.
Let's see what our hard-earned ship has to offer.
Unexpectedly, it was worth it.
So laser feedback loop. So we get the laser. Look at this fat lady up there. That's great. We are going to have so much fun with this. So Rampart being the next one. Fun fact, the the info here on the right hand side, right? This one is pretty accurate because this is actual real life data. This is exoplanets taken from the NASA database, accessible to everyone. So yeah, this is actual real exoplanets that are being scanned, so to say, and they're not habitable.
Of course. They're using the same tactic as before. Hiding, then stabbing our backs.
Okay, this is a big cruiser. We have to be careful. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nathan is right. We don't know what aces they still have up there.
Oh, this one has CVS. Look at this. Oh, we need to get rid of them. Self-repair even. So there is the laser. At some point it will shoot. Let's get to the fat railgun. With 20,000 drones, I mean, it deprives me quite a bit, but it's better for the CVS because the little lasers are really killing drones by the hundreds. Whew. That looked okay. Here come another set. Wow. we are lucky. One teleported into asteroid. So let's make a really big. No, he has the disabling shockwave. He busts through any kind of wall that you can find. So instead we will just use the environment against him, because if he busts our charge up, ah, darn it. Okay, wow, that was our laser.
Soon we'll wipe out their bioweapons. It's
That was
imperative
nice.
that we destroy them. No planet is safe with these weapons in their hands. Here are the coordinates. We will wait for you.
They are not wrong. What if we find another planet and the Dashan pull the same trick again?
True. It's a small mercy that no one was on New Earth when they hit it.
Okay, that was a tiny spoiler there, but I guess you can forget about that.
It's made of pure energy, unconstrained by matter. Fascinating.
We need to learn how to do this energy thing he was talking about.
Okay, there is an energy state. Right now we have attack, defense, and kinetic, right? There's a fourth state that we can learn about. So yeah, maybe it's time for the energy. It costs 0, so that's great. Sweeping turret. This one is also pretty neat. Look at this. Very nice. Very nice. Outmaneuver. The attack curvature. That one is pretty cool. It boosts our attack substantially if you draw curves, so the drones get more powerful in curves. I think that is what I want. So we have now the energy state with R. This is going to be fun.
I'm getting a distress call. A bunch of civilian ships got attacked by the rogue AI.
And they can't warp out?
Pretty sure they would have done that if it was possible. They aren't with the Dashan we fight. They didn't attack us. Thank you.
It's the Argo. By the stars, I didn't expect you, of all ships, to come to our rescue.
Me neither.
Fall back to prevent friendly fire.
Oh, this one is being battered quite harshly. So let's see what we can do. This is a shielded ship. So what we can do is have the energy state here, and then buff our attack with it. because those actually get through. Right? Now, better yet, we can do it in a curve. There is time for such a thing. This mind liar is really getting on my nerves. Okay, yeah, this sounds good. This sounds good. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, our friend seems to be out of trouble at this point. I will just take the next batch here too. No! I didn't look. I was becoming too cocky. Ah. Okay, that was not that great. So let's restart this one. So yeah, let's just click through it. To me. Okay, he doesn't. Darn it. But this one does. Oh, this will be amazing. Boom. This is space billiards. Oh, if that dude hits, that's like crazy. No. Oh, fortunately, that worked out. Two of those. Whoa. And wall busters. That's harsh. I'm just glad I'm efficient about this. This could have been very, very nasty. So I think this is a nice moment of triumph to show our to end our little presentation. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will now, yeah, come to an end. Please check out DroneSwarm. You can download the demo at Steam directly. Check it out yourself, play with the swarm, and have some fun. Overall, we are going to release in October 20th. So once it comes out, you can get full access, and so I invite you to wishlist it, so you will be informed about that. But on top of that, if you want to take part in any playtests or anything that we're conducting, please hop over to our newsletter or join our Discord, and you shall be informed about it and then be able to participate. pre-release. But again, full release is planned for 20th of October, so very soon, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. So yeah, I wish you a lot more fun at the Tokyo Game Show, and see you next time around. We will do another stream on Saturday. So here, see the amount of skills I got. I mean, crazy. So yeah, thanks everyone, and bye bye.